kept you waiting, huh?
I don't understand this one, but every single Legend of the Oars I've seen has been the most dangerous badass to ever sail the Seven Seas. They're usually naked gold skellies, and they love being fort vultures. Those are the only times I ever see them. Of course, they'll often approach on a rowboat in stealth. Doesn't matter if you catch them, they're still good enough to kill you. You're tired of arguing with your crew over what their role is, or reminding them what terms like bilge or flex mean, so you wear this to quickly jog their memory. These are always galleons, and they exclusively hunt emissaries despite not being reapers. I know that sounds random, but I swear I've run into at least 3 ships exactly like that. At least 3 of the crewmates will be using blunderbuss, and at least one of them will be dressed like a ninja, even though he won't attempt any stealth. I don't know, he just likes the way it looks. Hate to disappoint you, but this is a noob title like the Cursebreaker. It sounds amazing, but it's really easy to get, so if you're wearing it, chances are it's because you don't have any better titles. Don't type in the comments, "No, I'm just a Monkey Island fan." I doubt that because most of you aren't old enough to have played them, unless you're a fan of the new one, and at which point, why are you playing the series out of order? You're this body type, 100% every time. You wear big beards and big hats. I've even seen them wear this atrocious thing a few times, and you're a sword lord. Again, I use that term positively. Now, I don't know why it's always this body type, because while it looks good on everyone, I think it looks best on skinny pirates. It's really bulky near the shoulders and adds more shape to us. That being said, I rarely see skinny pirates in general unless they're ninjas. Where are the malnourished kings at? Too malnourished. You're wearing this because you don't have George's hat. Sure, it also looks nice, but you just want a tricorn that isn't flesh-colored. This is more Rare's fault than anything. They're just allergic to adding good pirate cosmetics to this pirate game, I don't know. You are more dangerous than the red warsmith, even though it's not saying much, and blue warsmiths never use the beard variant. Blue warsmiths are always on Briggs, and someone on their crew is a child, even if they aren't all children. The warsmith himself will not have a mic though, and is likely to use the pistol-knife combo. Like the Spinal costume, you wear this with the Ghost Curse to be a Wraith, since Rare won't let us have fun and mix the Hourglass curses together. I've never seen anyone use the bearded or human variants, it's always the plain skeleton. You won't shut up about how the one in the tall tale is red, but the one we get to keep is purple. Again, we know, everyone knows, but I don't know why you care in the first place. It's a bad costume no matter what color it is. Either you're a big fan of Blurbs' Pirate Council, or you're a buff shirtless guy with the gold curse. Every single one of these guys I've seen in the last few months has worn the crown. It's an older stereotype, but now this is part of it. Tattoos, beard, eye patch, and gold or legend curse, but gold is more likely. These guys are a decent threat, but they do overestimate their skills, and they refuse to accept that their opponent is too good at shutting down their boards, because they will repeatedly try and try again to no avail. They're also different from the shirtless Ashen Curse stereotype, because those guys chirp a lot in chat, have longer hair, and are obsessed with bananas and the pistol, whereas crown guys are blunder rifle guys who don't talk much.
I.W. Sir Nigel Archibald Thornberry.
Red Skellies always wear either the blindfold or the bomb head, be shirtless or concealed upper body, and they usually don't have pants. They're always toxic double gunners who do nothing but run for 5 hours. If you're so fucking good at PvP to be blessed by lame fart, why do you always run away from everyone? Also, they're always skinny or fat. I've never seen a single buff red Skelly. You're wearing the gold hat and are desperately hoping people will mistake the cheese bones for the gold bones. Cheese bones are still deadly as fuck, don't get me wrong, but you're not that guy. They're never dressed like typical fishermen or hunters besides the Hungering One shirt, and I can't blame them, it's a fucking amazing shirt, but these guys will fuck you up just like their blue face-painted brethren. They're often on sloops, but you'll never find one that isn't rank 2 or 5, and they're always wearing a headband, but never the hunter headband itself. You used to use these to shield your anchor before Rare fixed it. You don't actually think it's a good weapon. You'd think the ninja weebs would be into it, but no, they're usually rifle pistol, and if they do use a melee weapon, they're using the katana. You use this for PvE because it's the best thing at killing skellies, but no one uses it in PvP. And if you do, it's because you got ambushed and didn't have time to swap to a gun. Either that or you're trying to use the mimic dart for epic funnies, but honestly it only works on idiots, so you might as well not bother. I mean, look at this guy, dart him right in his face and he doesn't notice. You're one of those people who obsessively stalks the Sea of Thieves Twitter, uses all the Golden Sailor exclusives like the blunderbuss and trumpet, and you're probably wearing this makeup. You also act superior for knowing forbidden insider knowledge, as if most players are not insiders. How is this a stereotype, you ask? Simple. Almost fucking nobody uses chainshots for some reason, and if you do, you're in the top 10% of players. You're definitely a naval Chad who doesn't only value CQC.
My name is General Krieg.
You only ever see these on galleons because of the nice contrast that the additional sails provide, and it's usually paired with either the glorious Sea Dog or Banjo-Kazooie hull for their matching colors. You're obsessed with the Legend Curse, you double gun, and you'll always have the Legendary Thief title. Despite deprecated value, you still like forts due to all the kegs on them that you can use for shenanigans. You don't even want the loot, you just want to ruin Pablo Gonzalez 2007's day. You wear the full Hydra ship set and at least most of the clothes, but you'll never wear the hat because it's fucking stupid. You're probably wearing the cowboy hat. Over time, the endgame of Sea of Thieves has changed constantly. Originally, it was the Ghost set. Then it was Glorious Sea Dog. Then Triumphant Sea Dog. Then it was Hourglass Curses. And those are still scary, but so is this. Beware of anyone wearing this shit, because while it's not directly linked to combat, it demands a fuck ton of time and dedication, so they're definitely experienced. No one uses the ship set for some reason, which is really strange because I think it looks great and it pairs well with the King's Ransom stuff, but the clothes indicate that Sea of Thieves is their life. If you see someone wearing this, you are in danger. I play frequently and I'm not even close to having any of this shit, so imagine the amount of free time Regal Fortune players have. Doesn't matter what variant it is, servant ships know what they're doing and will fuck you up if you get near them, but it's more of a black flag than a Reaper's Mark, you know what I'm saying? It's a warning, not an invitation. I've noticed Guardian ships, including the Magpie's wing, are much more aggressive and will actively hunt people though. Look, I respect these in theory. They're hard to get and not everyone's gonna have one, but in my experience, anyone who wears this is worse than what they should be. I've sunk every single one of them and it doesn't seem right to me. I think what's happening here is they are veteran players, but they get complacent because they know they're good, so they don't put as much effort into the fights as they should. You're one of these two body types, you love beards like these, and you're an asshole. Every red lodestar guy I've met has been some flavor of asshole, but there's always a lot of variety. Sometimes they're racist, sometimes they're whiny kids. You'll never see them on anything but Briggs, and they're usually gold hoarder emissaries.
This is a bucket.
Dear God.
There's more.
No.
People who wear the bucket are usually fun, casual players who love silly weapons such as these. They're also probably the crew's designated cook who spams eating the trophy Shadow Stormfish. You know who you are. You're really into steampunk, and you're probably a big fan of killing Floor. You main the pistol and knife in Sea of Thieves, and your highest faction is Order of Souls. You main NG in TF2, play Artificer in D&D, and you fell for this fake Arcane crossover that was floating around a few years ago. To be fair, it is convincing. You're one of those people who wins a lot of rare screenshot contests, and you're probably a streamer as well. Use some weird rare weapon skins like the Victorious Sea Dog Blunderbuss or Insider Rifle, and most of your outfit is either exquisite or completely incoherent. There's no in between. Listen, if you're going to use these sails, can you at least try to make your ship match the colors? It looks terrible on like a red hull. Stop doing that. You missed out on the Prosperous Privateer jacket, and you wear this instead because it looks extremely similar.